Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Nature Patch. My name is Robyn and today I'm going to be talking about a topic that probably isn't the nicest topic to talk about, but it's definitely something you want to start to consider if you're owning pets or want to own pets, and also if you want to live more of a zero waste kind of lifestyle or minimize the waste that you're putting out as much as possible. And by that I mean, what do you do with your pet's waste? So specifically in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can compost cat waste, including all of the kitty litter and everything that goes on in that kitty litter. I've had a lot of people ask me this question, including some friends and family, just to know what we do personally. I know a lot of people that have cats, and I've lived with people who have cats, and I can tell you the situation with cat waste gets pretty disgusting if you're starting to put it into the bin and mixing it in with your own rubbish. This way that we do it kind of minimizes any gross smells that you're going to be getting and is a little bit more hygienic and just overall a lot more pleasant. So we compost all of our cat waste, including all of the kitty litter and things that happen in the kitty litter. A lot of people seem to have a perception that this can't be done because of the harmful bacteria that is in cat waste and dog waste as well. Because they are carnivorous animals, their stomachs work a little bit different, say, to like cows and horses. They do have a lot more potentially harmful bacteria. There's also potential to have worms and other different viruses, particularly if they're outdoor cats. Ours are mainly indoor cats, but that doesn't mean that they can't contract any viruses or even get viruses from yourself. The reasons why we compost our cat poop is that I hate dealing with the smell of it. It can be really disgusting and I hate mixing it into the garbage bin with all of our other waste. I've also had scenarios where I live with people and we had maggots in the bin. I know, really disgusting, but these are just some of the reasons why we compost cat poop in one of these big compost tumblers. I really don't have the thought process of using this as a benefit to the garden. It's more of a benefit to not have all of the cat waste and the plastic bags that go along with that heading to landfill. So I'll run through what we do to compost our cat waste, and then I'll talk about just some of the things that you want to keep an eye on. So like I said, we compost all of our cat waste in a big compost tumbler. This stays here and I don't really move it. I have a designated compost space for cat litter. It isn't surrounded by any vegetables or fruit trees. It's in an area that we really don't use. Inside, it looks exactly like my normal other compost, and generally I follow the process of all of my other composting areas where I layer green and brown into this bin. So sorry if you don't want to see this, but you probably wouldn't have clicked on this video if you weren't okay. This is our cat litter. It's just in a storage box that we use. It just works the best for us, for our cats to get in and out. We have 2 of these, 1 for each cat, and we use a recycled paper-based cat litter. If you are thinking about composting your cat waste, I would definitely recommend using a paper-based kitty litter or a pine-based or some kind of wood-based litter. These break down a lot faster. I've used clay litter in the past. It does not break down very well. And you're also contributing to mining operations, which mine that clay to therefore make the cat litter. So I have a separate food grade bucket where I scoop their business out every time they do that and keep it in a food grade bucket, which has a pretty good seal so you can't smell it at all. So then you've got 2 options with that kind of waste. You can either bury it in an area where you don't have fruits and vegetables or anything that you're going to be eating, or you can put it into this compost bin here as well. I've put all of their waste in here, so this is a mixture of pretty much everything, the kitty litter and all of the other stuff. It's really simple. I layer it in here and then I will put some food scraps or some garden waste over the top, and then the key thing here that you want to do is give it a really good water. For cat litter, you want to make sure that the system is fairly wet a lot of the time. That carbon material that is the kitty litter is really designed to retain water. And so without adding extra water, you kind of run the risk of this system being too dry and then not breaking down too well. So after I water this, I shut it back on top and then just keep doing that process every week, adding a lot more green material onto that carbon material. So some of the things that you'll just need to consider when you are composting your pet waste, including cat waste, is to fully leave that system to break down for at least a year to a year and a half. If you're doing a hot composting system, generally things will break down quicker and you're less likely to harbour any harmful bacteria in there. Cold composting takes a little bit more time, but that's not to say that cold composting doesn't kill bacteria. Those bacteria need life and certain things to survive basically, and in cold composting the whole microbial structure of that material is breaking down, and therefore killing a lot of those bacteria over time. When you are ready to use that material, it's really up to you what you want to use it on. I personally like to put it on flowers and fruit trees, or trees that I know need a little bit of an extra help. Or you could use it as a base in one of your garden beds if you're doing hugel culture. It's a great layer of really rich compost to add over your woody materials. Or you can just spread it out as a fertilizer on grass. It's totally up to you. So I really hope you found this video helpful for those of you who have indoor cats. With outdoor cats, it can get a little bit tricky where they're going to the toilet. And that's just something you need to monitor over time, and you can train your cats to not go in garden beds. I absolutely love having cats, but I also really want to minimize my waste footprint that I have in the world, and composting is one way to do it. You can definitely do this in a smaller space or apartment. You don't need to have a composting system where the base physically touches the ground. You can get a tumbler system or even a worm farm. I haven't added any worms into this system, but I have seen worms in there. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other methods of dealing with cat waste. Again, it's not the nicest subject to cover, but I know a lot of people wouldn't even think to compost their waste. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it if it was helpful for you in any way, and please hit that subscribe button down below. I'm gonna go inside now and play with my beautiful 2 cats. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and until my next video, happy gardening. Bye.